Whew. Oh, freaking body hurts. All right. Today we're going to be trying a little bit of a different style of video, more of a just me talking to y'all candidly, less of the shot scripted voiceover type content. Just want to try something new, so let me know what y'all think. But yeah, today I want to talk about the importance of labels. And yeah, I know that sounds pretty bad off the rip, but just hear me out, I swear. Recently I had a chance to help a friend shoot for her own personal brand, and through the experience I think I really learned the importance of labels and how you define yourself. I was approached to do some photo work for her, and I was honestly pretty intimidated by the ask going in, knowing that she had put in a lot of time and effort to book like a studio, hair, makeup, etc. It was pretty intimidating knowing like the last piece of the puzzle was on me. And yeah, I thought about backing out of the project, telling her like, oh shoot, I don't think I could do this, I'm just a casual, things like that. And reflecting on it, thinking like, why did I even think this in the first place? I realized it came down to how I was labeling myself. And this leads to my first point, which is that labels really set expectations. I was always scared to label myself as a creative or a photographer because I think that like sets an expectation for both you and the person that you're introducing yourself to. By saying like, oh, I'm a photographer, videographer, at least for me, I felt like I should be booking gigs, getting paid for my work, or at least having like a clear direction of where I was going. And that's like really not how I approach creating at all. I just do it because I like it. And because of that, I was always scared to own up to that label. A lot of times I would attach this word like hobbyist, like casual, aspiring, because it just takes the pressure off, But I think what's interesting about it is that the label is double-edged in that sense. It sets the expectation of what you think you can accomplish as well. From the way you approach your work to what you deem achievable, it all has this casual label to it, even though you're not consciously aware of it. And if you truly do want to see it as a hobby, then yeah, that's fine. But to me, like, I take my creating seriously, like I want the work that I make to be something I'm proud of. So I was kind of concerned or curious, like why I was putting this label on me. And I think it's important to be very concise with that and know that it's happening in the background. So yeah, the second thing about labels is that I think they're very good about providing opportunity. The reason this opportunity even came in the first place was that me and my friend were able to connect over the fact that we both had this love for creating. I introduced myself as someone who really loved photo, loved video, and through that I was able to learn more about her and what she was doing, learning that she had this personal brand that she was working on. So having this mutual understanding created this new conversation that we wouldn't have had in the first place. And when you open up this conversation with someone, you never know where it's going to go when it's this one-off encounter. By introducing yourself as something that you're passionate about, it creates this possibility for you, this opportunity. And if I never own up to this label, I'm never going to have that door open up to me. Finally, I know I touched on this earlier, but labels really do hold you accountable. By taking away this like safety word of aspirational, hobbyist, whatever, and just taking the label on as a whole, it holds you accountable in a lot of ways. By now saying, I'm a photographer, I'm a videographer, you stake your identity on it, you stake your pride on it, and I think that allows you to approach it in a completely different way. It's now your imperative to create, right? This is who you are, and I think that's really powerful. I want to be approaching this a little differently now, owning up to my label, I'm still far from having this figured out, doing this professionally, making like money from it even, but I want to view it in a different lens, right? I'm never going to get to that stage if I don't adopt this label in the first place to believe that I can do it. So this is something that I want to be better about moving forward, taking hold of that like creative label, recognizing like it's important to me, it is my identity. And even though like maybe it hasn't taken shape yet, taken form yet, as long as it's true to me, then it'll become true to the world. So I'm gonna try harder to move with intention, but yeah, that's just something I learned from this shoot, and hopefully it can be informative to you guys as well. Own up to these labels, own up to what you're passionate about. It doesn't matter if like the world is yet to acknowledge it. You have to accept it first, and these opportunities will follow. But what's important is taking that first step. So this is me taking that first step, and yeah, I'm a creative now. You feeling? Peace.